Welcome back to Dragon Age, the Veilguard, where last time we we went to Minrathous. I believe was the main focus of it, of our gaming on Tuesday. As yeah, we got a quest from Nev to kind of look into uh, what a criminal syndicate called the Threads is up to, as they are apparently butting heads with the Venatori. Um, so trying to remember what exactly it was that they had me doing. I know there was a glitched quest that glitched out because I entered it from the wrong way. Um, while we were in Minrathous. So, yeah, Minrathous City, we came across a note on a billboard, bulletin board basically, being like, hey, there's some Venatori doing some weird rituals involving crystals. Go stop that. Right, and so we went to do that, and we approached it from the wrong angle, apparently, as we approached it from the south, as apparently you're supposed to approach it from the north. But like it glitched out. I killed a bunch of like Venatori, and like there was a scroll that I was supposed to be able to pick up, but I couldn't, because I didn't trigger the quest correctly. But in that same area, there was also like another bulletin board notice that was like, "Hey, treasure hunt." These are side quests, by the way. And yeah, we did get that. And then I like left the map, went back, and well, when I left the map and went to the lighthouse, I got a letter, basically, which was an invitation to visit the Black Emporium, which is a sort of market that's been present throughout the games since I think Dragon Age 2. Was it in Origins? I don't think it was. Also been a long time since I played Origins. I'm pretty sure it started with Dragon Age. That Xenon and the Black Emporium have been a thing. But yeah. So I went to go visit that on my return to Minrathous to fix that glitchy quest. And you know, simple enough quest. We just visited the Black Emporium. And yeah, they have a bunch of stuff for sale for like a unique in exchange for a unique currency, the etheric remnants stuff that we've been picking up when we're in the Fade and whatnot. Like, you know, we bought a few items from that, and then we went back to approaching that one glitched quest from the right angle. We destroyed the Venatori and the crystals in the correct sequence, and then we were able to pick up a scroll. That scroll basically led us to the realization that the Viper, one of the leaders of the Shadow Dragons, who has recently been blighted, by the way. He got blighted during the attack on the city. Has been captured by the Venatori. So we had to go and he was taken to the Chantry for basically execution. So we rushed on over to the local Chantry, threw open the gates, and it was blocked by a crystal putting up a force field. So we went around and got into the Chantry, fought a bunch of Venatori, and freed the Viper, who's not looking too great. He's got them blight eyes, but he's still like, you know, he's still determined to basically fight until his last breath, basically. Um, and yeah, we with that done, we then start doing that other side quest, the treasure hunting side quest, where we basically have to find a bunch of notes in various locations around Minerathis. I think it was like 3 of them. And it eventually led us to like that underground cave network that opened up into like some elven ruins, that one, beneath the city. As we came to like a little corridor that we couldn't get to before, and there were a bunch of mercenaries that we fought, apparently competition, and we got into the door to where the treasure is supposed to be, and it was basically just a trap. As you found a dead body, some notes basically saying that, like, you know, this guy had in desperation come to this place seeking treasures and whatnot, and got locked inside this room until he, I guess, basically starved to death. And yeah, there were some chests in there that were trapped, but I believe we still got some items. But yeah, after that, we realized that there was a demon responsible for this, a demon of like greedy desperation. So we went to go hunt that down. Yeah, we fought it, and its minions summoned the minions, and yeah, concluded that quest. As now the people of Minerathis City will be a little bit less desperate, I guess. So then we left. We got I know we had a few scenes with people. You know, like follow up with Lucanus about what happened in Treviso, which I'm pretty sure was the previous stream. Basically, gotta hunt down Ilario eventually. Where we had a cutscene with Lace. I don't remember what it's about though. But yeah, eventually, we actually went back to Minerathis City and did the main quest that we were supposed to go there for. Yeah, we met with, what was his name? Alec, who was basically interrogating a Venatori, as there are apparently, you know, spies in their midst, in the midst of the threads. When another, I guess, member of the threads, or at least a collaborator, enters a singer at a local bar, comes in and informs us that the leader of the threads has been captured. Yes, so, and brought to the docks, or some docks. So we have to go and rescue him. So yeah, we go to this area and find some Venatori kind of trying to brainwash through blood magic a bunch of members of the threads. Kill the Venatori, free the prisoners, and eventually get to where the threads leader is being held, as the thread's leader, whose name I'm forgetting, gets kind of like possessed by this Venatori blood mage, like a puppeteer, who apparently has some past history with Nev, as Nev had previously foiled some plans of hers, and now it's personal. Um, and like, villainous monologue later. We fight the possessed Prime Syndicate leader. And then once we weakened him, the lady Venatori Blood Mage is no longer able to control him. And so she, I guess, fucks off. Probably used that fight to escape the area. But yeah, that guy thanks us for rescuing him, and basically vows vengeance against this person. That's that. Trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, we went to a manor with Emmerich. What the reason why we were going there? Like a rogue necromancer, basically, had taken up hold in a manor outside the capital of Navarra, and so we went to go investigate and bring down that necromancer. As we enter this spooky manor and find that. After exploring it for a little bit, we find a library, basically, that has a sealed door that Emmerich feels like a lot of necromantic energy coming from beyond. But in order to unseal it, we have to find basically some spirits that are being tormented and controlled to act as the seals. So we go about the place. Find each of those spirits, which are just kind of taking the form of like green scaly mans. And after fighting, a wave of demons around them, we free the spirit and undo like half of seals for each one, and then we return to find out who our opponent is. As opening up the door leads into a bit of the Fade. And after a short exploration of it, we come to a large open space where we meet Johanna Hezenkopf, basically a rogue Morn Watcher, and apparently former student of the Morn Watchers alongside Emmerich when they were younger, as basically she is scientist, unfiltered, using blood magic and forbidden necromantic arts as part of like her research, as she has like this little floaty lantern that she's able to suck the souls of spirits into. And we are advised not to attack her, because if that little lantern thing breaks, it'll basically be like a spirit bomb, a spirit nuke, and just obliterate everything in the vicinity. So we don't want that to happen. So instead, we face off with some demons in the Fade, and demons and undead. We then have to kind of find our way out, which requires us collecting candles, and then we get back out into the mansion, as Hezenkopf is like, you guys escaped from that pretty quickly. So we go to this kind of like central chamber in the manor to face off with her, and she kind of summons a pride demon of like unbridled ego, I believe is what it was. She's basically chastises Emmerich for not having enough ambition. I guess she wants to be like, she's got Like she's got a lot of ambitions. Wanting to be like the most powerful necromancer and whatnot. Um, and has probably been influenced by the gods, but the ego on this lady is quite big. That's why her pride demon is an ego demon. But yeah, we fight that while those demons. Well, she makes her own escape, and yeah, we defeat them and eventually leave. And that's kind of where we left off. And so we continue.
The fortress of Weishaupt was a bastion against the Blight for hundreds of years. Now, simply gone.
The high back of this chair makes him look very small.
I wish I could get moving. I hate being stuck in here.
Whatever, old man. Gosh, ain't even here. So we got a dwarf theme for our base from the Black Emporium. Heck yeah. Where the peeps at? Everybody else is paired up.
Hey, Asan.
This seems the best solution to your spite problem.
You mean your spite problem?
If he takes control, if you're no longer you, I can give you a little push into the Fade.
How thoughtful.
Pays to be prepared.
Oh, yeah, they keep getting distracted by me playing with the griffin.
I like how food stays fresh here longer.
You're not nervous about the magic?
Nah. Magic's fine in Ravane. Be nice if we could teach spirits there to keep the food fresh. Less dead fish smell.
Makes sense.
You're watching me.
I watch everyone.
You're worried about what I heard through the stone, aren't you?
Yes.
Me too.
What quest we got? That. I wonder if we can maybe take that on yet. It's like 45. You can wait like a little bit, you know? Things. If I take 10% less damage while at low health. You take no damage from your current target for 10 seconds. There's a thing there. Ah. All right. Alright. Detonation damage plus 50. Increased damage versus enemies nearby, affliction with necrosis by 25. Goes in a blast of necrosis that requires us to have necrosis. This triggers resistance to necromantic damage. Okay, watch. The dawn of consciousness. Let us consider wisps and urges slighter than wisps. When do these forces, dare I not call them beings at this juncture, begin to change? How does one discern the slow shift from pure magic to that which can name its own interests? What begets the spirit's own self-reflection? These questions are the moral bedrock of necromancy, ever present and vital. They reveal the dignity inherent to us all, mortal and otherwise, by their answers. Beginning of a monograph by Professor Emmerich Volkaren, The Dawn of Consciousness, an exploration of the nature of the wisp. Hezenkopf note, or Hezenkas note, necromancy's potential. What the necromancers of the Grand Necropolis fail to understand again and again is how atrophied death magic is outside Navarra. Ferelden's mages, blindly following the old elemental primers. Orlay's mages, too caught up in politics to risk looking unseemly. Venter's mages, some decent death magic, hobbled by their obsession with blood. The free marches aren't even worth considering after the disaster in Kirkwall. We, Navarra, have the only mages to specialize in the very art of life and death itself, yet none of the doddering rulers of our little kingdom has the slightest interest in what we could accomplish. Terms of a bargain. Notes from Emmerich attached to a letter. You may find this interesting, Nev. Correspondence between Johanna and the Venatori from Blackthorn Manor. To the necromancer Hezenkas. As agreed, 10,000 ingots of tempered silverite for a portion of the raw magic you've siphoned from the Fade. When last we spoke, you indicated you need certain materials vital for a necromantic work beyond the imagination of you zealots. Our dignity would not normally suffer such insults such as these, yet again from you. But if you would be willing at last to share more necromantic tricks particular to the Watchers, we can supply more rarities for your grand project. 10,000 ingots. There wasn't a scrap of silverite in the manor. What's Johanna done with it all? Alright. Okay. Manfred. Alright. Aye. Come on, give me a win, baby. Yeah! Broke his streak. Let's go. Okay. Can do this. Checking to see if anything has like new quests. Doesn't look like it. Davrin and okay, hold on. I'm just gonna see what level 7, level 7, level 6, level 7, level 6, level 6, 5. Tosh up, dude. Actually, there's either one of them have a healing ability. Bestin. Doesn't look like it. Thanks. Enough. Oh, right, she literally cannot heal. Let's stick with that.
Hey, Dad. You know those containers you made for some of the wardens' joining lists?
Yeah?
Can we make one for the physician, Flynn? They should get one too, right?
We can make something for Flynn.
Maybe a special medic one?
Good idea.
Mila, how's the heroine of Weishaupt?
Still waiting to be paid for rescuing you.
Will you accept griffin kisses?
Sold.
Hell yeah.
Let's get you ready.
New items available. Oh, you can ring it up again. New items available. Time to go pour. Vulnerability to fire damage is increased by 25%. Take these. Theme Grey Warden. That. This. Instances. Alright, in peace, vigilance. Statue of Grey Warden warrior, lighter than expected, and the helmet lifts to reveal a hollow interior, as if something was once concealed inside. Mysterious Andraste. A statue of Andraste, numbers carved into the bottom of her cloak, seem to reference a verse from the Chant of Light, but don't match any known recordings. Commanding mages out. A well-decorated uniform with tassels, a sash, and suite of insignia to indicate it belongs to a high-ranking caster. Veiny saber. Crafters. Garb of kinship. Trader's chisel. Wooden straps. Wooden signet. Insignia. A chalice of tainted blood flanked by two Grey Warden crest. A wooden crest bearing the insignia of the Grey Wardens. Dawn breaks. Up level 4. And we'll buy this. Blight Killer. Alright. Alright, rank
All
2.
set?
One of those ranks are gonna turn into like a Mass Effect 3 style, like, war thingy.
At least we had somewhere to run.
We shouldn't have run. We should have...
Antoine.
Greta said thanks for the repair job.
Wasn't a problem.
Hey, kid. Holding up.
Yeah, this place is neat. I found a secret letter behind one of the bricks.
Huh.
With the Weishaupt library gone, you two have our most complete notes on the Blight.
There are other stores of Warden knowledge, but we'll keep what we have safe.
You should do the same with that monster manual. You still owe us a copy. Is it true your floating palace shot at you? How does that work?
I can share the rumors, but you didn't hear them from me.
The Blight, gods, griffins. Do you remember when this was easy?
No, but I remember when it felt that way.
Rook, good to see you.
Surprisingly, no new quests in the area.
I need to memorize the schedule.
I don't think you do.
Target practice. My aim could be better.
You shot a Hurlock through the eye.
I need to be better.
You're good.
Gotta shoot them
Promise.
through both eyes. One arrow. From the front.
You really don't want to fight Darkspawn? After everything?
I promised to heal others. I don't think I could kill and still... Not that you...
It's fine. We'll make you good at the other stuff.
Anything interesting out there?
There's the manor. It's been abandoned since... before I was born anyway. It's supposed to be cursed by a monster or demon or just magic. It depends who you ask.
I've been there. It was... interesting.
Did something really... But you're alright?
I'm fine. And I've got a new story for Lavendel.
Oh yeah, 2 gold. We're already making that money back that we spent. Bunch of new things. Edith's journal. They're gone. Ursa's gone. I think I remember that already. The joining ritual. I've only seen 2 joinings outside my own, Antoine's and now Flint's. Antoine's hands were shaking. He was dying. He said it was nice to meet me. Then he took the chalice, and I still remember the way his eyes rolled back too far. He screamed something in Orlesian, but I didn't speak any then, and he doesn't remember what he said. I wasn't on my deathbed when I took the joining. I remember all of it. What it felt like, what I saw. I wasn't alone like Antoine or Flynn either. Beryl raised the chalice like it was a toast. She made it through, and so did I, but there were 3 names on our joining list. Nadia, we remember you. Excerpt from Evka's journal. be rough.
Take a look.
You selling? Nothing.
Good
Bought it.
food will keep you healthy.
Walking into people's houses. Going. How we do? How we get them?
Really sense them, like a warden.
Seems like it.
Sense what?
Have you talked much with Warden Augustine? He's a calm one, but there's a lot under that.
I have not.
All right, next time.
Hey, Greta. How's Lavendale?
We have to keep this place safe. These people, we can't let them down.
Purdue. Avian candelabra. Petite perched protector, providing a small flicker of light. Bundle of herbs. Oh.
Better to have the supplies and not need them than find yourself hurt and without.
True.
Make sure you're supplied.
Or patient note. Wound still infected, but improving. Applied fresh dressings and ink smears across the page. He woke while I wrote the above note and grabbed my wrist with a sense of urgency. He seemed to recognize that we haven't met, but was confused about whether I was a warden or if I'd been at Weishaupt. He was distressed by the idea that I might have been injured or wanted to make sure I'd made it out all right, asking the question repeatedly. After reassuring him, the patient calmed and seemed to understand what was happening. However, he tensed again and said, "The gods, they're calling it, and I don't know, and I don't want to hear it yet. Please, not yet." Excerpt from Physician Flynn's patient notes. We're stuck on some bodies. Oopsie.
Warden alone, medic for the order, all those of us heroes. I've got a lot of patience, but I'll help as I can.
You seen Warden Martin around Flynn? I know starry eyes when I see him.
Ooh. Ooh. No, he has a broken horn. We can go through here now. And it just connects up. Ooh. See if I can get up there. No. orc spawn. Checking this. Passages are that I couldn't get through. Got it there. We got it there. Ah, like a little tiny one right there. Check that out first. Oh, still can't go that way. Go here now. This way is still blocked. Oh. This is like more or less right where I need to go anyway.
Davrin, I think this is where those wardens were attacked. The cauldron.
Let's have a look.
Heads. Wait, 14 gold. Azan.
Yeah, a bad day at the cauldron.
What could do that?
And what have they been hiding inside?
Maybe this is where they hide the good whiskey.
Not a chance. You get a warden drinking, and the good stuff never lasts the night. Be ready for anything.
Not the whiskey.
Azan can get us up there.
To be honest, I didn't even notice that.
It's been a while since I was in Tevinter, but I remember you. I was chasing a rageling, and you were after
The Voldorma job?
Is that what you call it? I call it a mess.
So they know each other. Hemorrhage. See what that does. It's like a bleeding effect. All of your weapon attacks apply bleeding for 10 seconds. Plus 6 maximum bleeding stacks. That would stack well with the bleed dagger. Let's go into the store and clear this place. I called down for dinner right as I was taking aim. Alright. Save, and then we're gonna take a break. Boop. Boop. I am back. And an omelet, ham and cheese omelet. Pretty good. Let's get back to whatever the cauldron is. Got my hand to boil.
Docking ready. This place has seen better days.
If they named it the Cauldron, it probably wasn't great on its best day.
We're not in yet. This is just an outer courtyard. Cauldron would be underground. We need to find a way in.
We go on deep roads? Maybe? Favorite areas and full of dragon age? Eater. Oh. Rude. Great emblem. Plus 25% precision, plus 10% precision. Fucking missed. Yeah. There a cartoon train on it? What? Anyways, hi Cap, how you doing? How you doing, Cap? Happy Valentine's Day for you. Yippee! Also, it's not Valentine's Day for me. Yeah. I also don't do anything for Valentine's Day. A reference I sent in DMs. I don't watch The Simpsons, so I wouldn't get the reference. What I think of every time I hear Valentine's. I see.
This looks like a way in. Just need to drop that. Maybe we can use it like a bridge.
Just need to figure out how.
If we destroy all that blight gunking things up, it might drop.
That's a lot of dead wardens.
Damn. They must have tried to stop the Gloomhowler.
Ambush! Done. Now, what are the wardens keeping here?
A dumping ground. Looks like every dangerous artifact or weapon the wardens ever came across.
Might explain what the Gloomhowler's up to.
Wouldn't mind having some of this stuff for myself.
Don't even think about it. If it's also dangerous the wardens locked it away, we're not touching anything.
Some Andraste stuff. Big books. Of a skeleton flashing us. And something about dragons? I don't know. Big statue. Big covered statue. Weathered plaque. A new monster for cataloging in the bestiary. Be very careful, it's not entirely dead. What just happened? That guy was alive. Nobody knows what this is or what it does. It looks like a weapon, but when our wardens captured it, they heard it growling. Our mages theorize it's a shapeshifter kept under lock and key. Rain jar. Followed by rejection. People who recorded it showing Lisa the exact moment his heart was broken. Woo. Yikes. Oof.
One boil down, one more to go.
Destroy the blight, lower the bridge. Got it.
Well, I got it. Here we go over here. Bad Griffin statue. Bar. Man, supposed to be able to use this for something. It's there. All that for a hat. Here you go. Wisp somewhere.
I'll need a wisp.
That goes up around. Wisp. What does this do? Huh? so awkward if I just missed that jump. Dark Shard. Enhanced damage now also grants plus 50% damage versus armor and barrier.
That did it. Bridge is down. We can get in now. We're in. Welcome to the Cauldron.
I still don't understand what this place is.
Let's find out.
Which is to say, he doesn't know either. Well, called the Cauldron. Maybe it's food related. I can't get it. There's nothing down here. For a path that I cannot go to. There. They touch crystal. I wonder if that's foreshadow.
The signs over these doors, they look like years. 325?
524 here.
There's 931.
It's Blight's. The year they ended.
That's not ominous.
Look for a door we can open.
Signet. Boy, this is the start of the quest. Davern received word that the Gloom Howler has attacked a secret Grey Warden redoubt, the Cauldron.
Is that some kind of skeleton?
Seems a little careless.
This can't be... It's a griffin.
Oh, is this where they, like, interred the griffins? Like, when they died?
Anhedas. There's so many. Davern, how did you say the griffins went extinct?
They died out fighting the Fourth Blight.
Then the Wardens hid them here. Why not bury them properly?
I don't know. It's like they were keeping it secret.
It's a giant tomb. For griffins.
I don't know. We were told to keep track of the griffin names for memorial, but there are just too many of them. Nobody wants to be here. It's awful handling these remains. 3 wardens already walked off the job.
These bones look wrong. It's like they're diseased.
I did. Probably.
Or blighted.
But how?
I don't like this.
Alright.
Hear that? The Gloomhowler's around here somewhere.
Good. We need to save those griffins she stole. Hassan, you stay here. No questions. This is too much for you, boy.
I'll make a hard save just in case, you know?
Unbelievable. An archdemon.
So that's what the cauldron really is. A giant tomb.
So the other rooms, with the dates of the blights.
More archdemons. This one would be Zazakel.
Well, that explains the bad feeling in the place.
The Gloomhowler's in here somewhere. Let's find it.
Okay, so part off the bodies of the archdemons that are slain.
Some blight here. Looks fresh.
Then the Howler's close. Scream all you want! There's no match for steel!
Rise! Secrets long buried will have their day.
Oh, ogre.
We have to destroy the blight boils. That'll stop these ghouls.
Got it.
The cauldron reveals all.
Keep on those blight boils. There's some up top.
Up top.
An eternal tomb for an eternal evil. The war.
Rook, we need to get to higher ground. Follow me. coils in the ribcage.
This is going well. Surrounded by friends.
Surrounded by sharp claws. Whoever you are, face me! What are you?
A ward against the darkness.
You are the darkness. You're a monster.
To those who made me,
Where are the other griffins?
I liberated them.
What does that mean? What are you gonna do with them?
Free them from the tyranny of the Wardens.
Grey Wardens rid the world of horrors like you.
They created the horrors. The bones of griffins abandoned in this cauldron. Proud warriors forgotten.
Who are you?
Their salvation.
That don't seem good.
The blood offers protection.
Archdemon blood? You're blighting them?
Protecting them. The same blood runs through your veins, Warden. Join with us and honor their future.
I die first!
Then this is your tomb.
Darkspawn Horde.
Bring me the griffin!
Anyone have eyes on the Gloom Howler?
Worry about the Darkspawn first, or they'll get a song.
Hassan, come! Your family is waiting!
He knows a lie when he hears it.
My job's done. Your turn.
Don't let these Darkspawn get the upper hand.
I am your true mother, son.
I'm his father, and I'll die before you take him.
Mom and Dad are fighting. Man, shit.
I've got the setup to do the rest. Now it's your turn.
Suck it in.
I got the setup to do the rest.
Or
Damn it. The Gloomhowler's gone.
It's okay. Let it go.
Is letting it escape some deep, complicated monster hunter strategy?
It's called staying alive. Never hunt things you don't understand. The Gloomhowler is more than a monster.
Your quarry, your call.
I got what I needed. The sun stripped a piece of its clothing. Gives me something to go on. Even though I told you to stay put.
He did save you.
He could have been killed.
He cares about you. That's part of Turlum, right?
Well, I suppose that was good form, extending your talons. That'll leave a scratch. Yeah. You're getting the hang of things. Now let's go, boy. This place is pure evil.
Increase. What we got? On Tom Binding. Winged Cage. Okay. Now I can look around. For any neat things. No. They just store the archdemon remains here. I presume there's still some remnant blight that happens. From that. There's any...
Can't say I ever want to see this place again. Ready to go?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Archdemon blood's as dangerous as it gets. Grey Wardens keep it locked away for good reason. The stuff is pure evil. But not as evil as using it to blight the only griffins in the world. Now the Gloomhowler held that honor. Hassan's brothers and sisters needed a miracle. And it would be up to Davrin and his flying friend to deliver.
Alright. The Cauldron. Complete. After confronting the Gloomhowler at the Cauldron, Davrin was horrified to learn that the monster was there to extract archdemon blood and a dastardly plan to blight the kidnapped griffins. The Gloomhowler escaped and remains at large, threatening Hassan's brothers and sisters with unspeakable evil. Okay, we'll just go in here. No. I didn't miss anything. Enemies disengage from you and attack your companions instead for 10 seconds. Does not affect some of the strongest boss enemies. Okay. Every 8th arrow hit grants you precision. Your final attack grants 3 arrows. Every 5th arrow that strikes a single target splinters into projectiles that may hit nearby enemies. Process. From Davrin's journal, the Cauldron. They weren't kidding about the Cauldron. I'd heard rumors over the years about some secret warden fortress, but I'd also heard rumors that Weishaupt was built on a mountain of gold hoarded by greedy dwarves. Most of these tales start over an ale at the tavern and get wilder by the end of the night. Not this one. The Cauldron has to be the scariest place I've ever been. It was as close to breathing in pure evil as I've ever experienced. Dead griffins, dead archdemons, all the nightmares locked away for hundreds of years oozing darkness. If I don't survive this, if the worst happens to the wardens, at least this will serve as proof that the Cauldron is real. And anyone reading this should never think about going there. Archdemon bones. Dumbest thing I ever did was start that stupid fight. Yeah, I had too much ale. Yeah, my mouth gets away from me. And yeah, I shouldn't have punched Pike. How was I supposed to know our commander was in the tavern? And now he's banished us to stand guard in this horrible place? Cauldron? Today they hold in some archdemon bones. It was enough to drive me to drink again. Just knowing they're sitting in there in the vault, all that darkness and evil still lingering, I can smell it. And there are other things in these vaults that shouldn't be, some odd skeletons. Pike says they look like griffin bones, but I don't want to think about that. The ale can numb only so much. From a letter written by Warden Isaac of the Cauldron Brigade. From Davrin's journal, Griffin Extinction, Part 2. I can't get what we saw at the Cauldron out of my mind. A whole room of griffin skeletons. It didn't seem real at first. Griffins have become almost a myth in Warden history, just something we read about in books. 13 of them pop up alive, and now at least 100 dead ones today. When I was looking into how they disappeared all those years ago, I never wondered where they were buried. But now it's the main question. Why weren't they given proper graves? Why were so many of them being hidden in the same place we hide dead archdemons? The Cauldron is where dangerous secrets are concealed from the world, not griffins. It bothers me that the Gloomhowler is the one bringing this all to light. From Davrin's journal, The Gloomhowler, Part 2. This Gloomhowler is a whole new class of monster. Smarter than anything else I've hunted before. It knows things it shouldn't, it controls Darkspawn, and now it's laid a trap for us at the Cauldron. The fact that it found the Cauldron is bad enough. It must be going after Grey Wardens for information, which explains how it knows so much. I can't imagine what that's like, enduring torture at the hands of such a nightmarish fiend. Nothing in any of the bestiaries I've read comes close to describing this thing. My only lead is the scrap of cloth Asan tore off in the fight at the Cauldron. Maybe that will give us something to go on. I have to find this monster. The Griffin's lives depend on it. dialogue.
Do you miss Weishaupt sometimes?
Sometimes.
Me too. Rook, are you going to fight Darkspawn?
Others?
What are you after today?
And got a little bit of money. And 50 fire damage in an area on potion. Refresh. Duration of all applied advantages are reset. Champion's brilliant regalia. From completely ignores enemy defense, and your penetration is applied as bonus damage. Question valuables, that. Merchant rank, that. Ah, the merchant rank actually does have an effect on the... Right.
Right then.
Stay safe.
Be careful out there.
No. An ability to finish. Spirit versus Darkspawn. Plus 25% damage versus Dark. Nearby enemies if the attack breaks its target's arm. And we need a week to Solus. Well, one quest down. Boop, boop, boop. Everybody's got stuff. Everybody's just like talking to Solus. Ugh.
I'd heard of archdemons before, but never one like that.
Honestly, with everything I've heard about Gillenane, I'm glad it wasn't worse. In the legends about her, she's nice. She created the Hala. She guides us to our destination. But if you read between the lines, it's, well, creepy.
Oh, good.
Right.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Comparing magic?
It's nice to have someone else who understands.
It's not that different from what you do. Fire and stone are just training. Like you swinging an axe.
I don't know. Feels magic. Axes aren't magic. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Neither
Practice.
of you are casting spells. These are just things you can do.
Yeah.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Thanks, Todd. That really helps.
Good. You deserve to be happy. She smells really good.
How are you doing over there?
You good?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Romance?
Well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do you think she likes?
Oh. Cheese, archery gear, jewelry. Ooh. Fuck. She does like archery. According to Neko, cheese is the ultimate killer in Dragon Age. It doesn't really seem like one for Drew. I'll be honest. I don't know.
You should get her something that shows that you appreciate her skills. Something archery related?
Like a bow?
No, not like a bow. She has a bow. Like, I don't know, a fancy bowstring. Or a
Everyone
really
lactose
nice leather
intolerant.
cuff for her arm.
That's not a gift. That's gear.
No, look, it shows her you see who she is and you appreciate her.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
That's the spirit.
There you go. They both approve. See, Harding likes it. Is everyone lactose intolerant? Maybe. Possible. All of Thetis is lactose intolerant. I ship it. Oh, ship it. Also, hi Moosey, how you doing? You just missed the griffins in her cemetery.
When's the last time you slept?
Don't worry about it. Stop asking stupid questions, Eric. Don't worry. Cool. Still like my rock and stone theme. What? Nugs? Hold on. How you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing well. Had a very much too relaxing day thanks to all the rain and storms. Nice. Hold up. Ooh, no nugs. Ooh. Ooh, no. A rock and stone. But the nug statues. Look at them. They're waving with their little human hands. Like, what is going on? And their little hand feet. What is this? Apparently Grey Warden art. I have many questions. Hey, Emma.
Ah, hello there.
Hi.
Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look. And also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
The Lords of Fortune have a reputation as boisterous treasure hunters in Navarra. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
I guess I have had some pretty great times.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Sure.
Really?
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
A good question. Cremation? No. Oh, he would be horrified of that. Haven't considered it. Why would you ask that? How about the necropolis? Return me to the stone. I mean, I am a surface dwarf, though. I mean, I'm Ravani, right? So probably like burial at sea, honestly. Just send me out to sea with all my loot. Be like capsized at some point by like the ocean waves.
Never given it much thought.
You hadn't? Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
Emmerich approved. He was so offended by that. You haven't considered your own mortality? What is this? How? I'm just imagining it capsizes, like, literally right after leaving. Sure. My friend. That would be funny. Everybody just loots my body afterwards. Or loots the, like, capsized ship afterwards. Just, like, right offshore.
I wonder what my mom would think of these plants. She wouldn't like the fade, though.
The heck was that sound? F. Wait, no, it.
Offer, dweller.
There.
I will answer.
Oh.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Yes.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
Treating him like a pet.
Maybe make sure the alluvion room is blocked.
Hello.
Now we get to talk.
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
Out to where? To Vinter or Lay? Nowhere safe for a possessed man.
No! No! He promised! Tell him! Make him! Rook?
He was sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Oh.
I didn't mean to invade your space.
No, it's not that.
Well, then what is it?
I'm supposed to be a professional.
Professional doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Something to think about, I guess.
Not being edgy. Kept the friendship of magic.
Davrin, doing some renovations.
I'm just standing there.
Building a trophy cabinet. The figures I'm carving.
Okay. I will still find them.
Anyone ever tell you you're a very talented man?
A few people. But I like hearing it from you the most.
Oh, he flirted back.
Do you?
Listen, Rook.
He actually flirted
A
back.
warden has to figure out what they want in their life. So tell me, do you see us headed anywhere together? Or is it a hopeless chase?
Oh. Does not commit to a romance. This. Question being trans or non-binary. I mean, these options don't show up very often, so might as well.
I guess that depends on you. If you're okay with who I am.
Is the veil been guarded? It's
Who are you?
Being kept?
I'm me. Not a man or a woman. But when I embraced that, not everyone around me did.
That's their loss. I felt good about you since we first met.
We're in.
So, do you feel the same?
I can see us heading somewhere together, someday. Hunting, being hunted.
And which did you have in mind?
You tell me.
All in good time. I never spooked the quarry. Not when I'm so close.
Still need to snare me.
I'm a very good hunter.
Oh, I'm seeing that.
Hassan, you know it's not feeding time yet.
I think he disagrees. See you later.
Fuck are they gonna make out? God damn it.
Hey, Hassan.
Blue balled by the pet. That is our son. Codex. We get a codex. New flora. Nature's overwhelming variety outside my kingdom has been a revelation. It's one thing to see the illustrations in botanical studies, another to touch the bole of a young pine tree, or pluck silver fruits from a bush unknown in Navarra. I must note down the more interesting flora. Rip. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Drake's tooth hawthorn, vicious leaves. Davron showed me one rooted in a sheer cliff in the Anderfels. The Brazilian bitter cherry, a wonderful scent, but the fruit's entirely what it sounds like. Harding's giggling should have warned me. The Ansberg moaning willow. How novel. Unlike some of the willows in the necropolis, these don't appear to produce any noise of their own at all. From Emmeric's diary. Ooh, Emmerich. What a sheltered lad. What a sheltered old man. These nug statues, man. They're like uncanny. I love it. All right. All right. I say time to actually go to sleep, but hell yeah, brother. The textbook. Basin, prickly box. This or gotten. Grey Warden Crest. Sacrifice. Joining. Warden Insignia. Alright, Solus. The Nug King watches over my sleep and protects me. Flashback.
The fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon. But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand.
Correct.
We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
Hurting, shaken, furious. Worried about the team.
Right now, I'm more concerned with how the team is doing.
I expect their morale is shaken after what happened.
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome.
Yeah, they were mostly yelling at each other.
Considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances. But those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead. Even to their deaths, if necessary.
I'm not planning to order anyone to their deaths.
If you gain their loyalty, they will need no orders. They will volunteer.
I can't build these people up knowing I might have to send them to their deaths. There's always another option.
Perhaps you are right. Building your team is the best way to minimize the chance of such an order becoming necessary.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
Gotta bait them.
You think I can goad the gods into making a
Gotta
mistake?
become the master baiter.
I have absolute faith in your ability to aggravate enemies who should know better than to underestimate you. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
Foreshadow.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Gather the team at the kitchen table. Or road. New quest. What we got over here?
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
The two of you together. This looks like trouble.
The beginnings of it, we hope.
That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
Ooh. And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
That.
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
Gloomhowler?
What is it?
Is a dark spot.
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
Blighted.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. not always a monster, and something else, Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant, like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and Warden's secrets.
Probably a former warden.
Almost as if.
It was a warden.
Yeah.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
And lots of dapper.
You don't sleep much, do you?
More than you.
That's
but little
rich
enough.
coming from you,
Still
buddy.
looking over everything on Aelia.
If you need fresh eyes, I'm awake anyway.
Maybe, if you don't mind the company. It comes with wisps.
Wisps are nothing. Besides, you're better company than spite.
Really. Rumor has it I'm a pain in the ass, but that's if you ask Targrim.
I'm not doing anything to the camera, by the way. It's just moving on its own like this. Camera's just being all dramatic, like, ooh.
I heard elves sometimes see magic stuff differently. What's the sky look like to you?
It's, colorful? I don't really know how to describe it.
Huh. Maybe the same.
Visible walled.
Hey.
Hi. Main quest tells me to summon the council. But the world map said there's new quests. From Davern's journal, The Gloom Howler, Part 3. The Gloom Howler is Grey Warden and an elf. This whole time I've been tracking this monster, I was tracking my own kind. What vile power could transform someone into such a hideous beast? How could a Grey Warden turn so evil? It looks nothing like an elf. The physical change is terrifying, but to turn so violently against the Wardens, it must have been wronged in some way. There's a thirst for vengeance in the Howler. I see that clearly now. This is more than just a murderous rampage. It's seeking retribution for some past sin. I just don't understand how the Griffins figure into it. They're young, innocent. They've done nothing wrong. What possible satisfaction can the Howler gain by harming them? But at least I have a real lead now. It will be harder to track with Weishaupt destroyed, but there might still be Wardens left alive who remember and can put a name to this monster. I'm going to start asking around. New quest.
You miss Warden Janos.
He told good stories.
He did.
Keep your eyes open out there.
No, I'll keep them closed.
Hey, Rook. Be careful out there.
Hello.
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
No shit.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Okay.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about a tree. Said it was very beautiful.
Huh.
That tree's gonna be a problem. A mercenary group. Oh, time to teleport right in between all of them.
What about eyes open?
What's distracting them?
Mercenaries.
There's our money. Attack! We've got you too.
You'll pay for that. Their blood, not ours.
Block.
Good aim, Ned.
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it.
If there's gold to be made, it's enough of an excuse.
We can't let this stand.
Job better be worth the blight and darkspawn, all the gold I can carry. I said if I'm risking Herlock's spearing me through the middle, it better be twice that. Boss says it will be. So they were hired by somebody. Makes sense, makes sense. They're mercenaries.
I heard you and Lucanus arguing.
Had a difference of opinion.
Is that all? Sounded like you were ready to kill each other.
If spite starts trouble, it might come to that.
A bit early to jump there.
We're talking about a demon.
Take whatever you find.
Already on it.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them. More profit works for me.
What's behind you? On your left.
Missed.
This isn't the last of them.
A list of potential buyers. A list of potential buyers for Grey Warden relics, including names of known Venatorian Antom scribbled below. These wardens will make us rich. What a bunch of idiots. Like, oh, let's just collect a bunch of blighted items. What can go wrong? Surely nothing.
Time to fight! Now!
On your right!
Finale moves yours.
That's it for the mercenaries.
Good. The Wardens have enough on their minds as it is.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
Alright. I can go here yet. Alright. And thus, Rook met their end. All because cannot swim.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned, we stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that, too.
You know, destroy it in the first place, huh? That's 100 Grave Warden strength. And Lord of Fortune strength, apparently. Somehow. Guess because they were looters. That didn't open up, but what about this one? Oop.
We need to get some of this rubble cleared up. Can't spare it.
Get all your god-killing implements right here. Come back anytime.
Everything from it. Alright, time to actually progress the main story. Alright.
Not a bad view.
Yeah. And we're to talk.
Oh, hey, Rook.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Emmerich, enjoy the nature, Harding. Take some comforts. And there's the cop-out one. Hope will I get approval from neither of them.
Okay, Emmerich. I'm not saying bring 0 books.
Well, certainly.
But sketch a little. Birdwatch. Ask Harding the names of plants.
I suppose I did ask if she'd show me around Ferelden.
Because Ferelden has the best woods.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
There you go.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
They're besties. Going on a little forest picnic in Ferelden. That's cute. So we got
You did real good against the Gloomhowler boy. Just be careful. Still a lot to learn. You're getting there.
give scritches, but it won't let me. Aw, how cute. Getting along. Oh. What's this? Waterlog notes on the lighthouse. The lighthouse is a fancier version of flying buildings into winter. I know we learned that trick from the old elves. Takes more magic to keep rocks floating in the real world than out here, Nev. That has to be why ancient elves built so many things in the Fade. You don't have to use as much magic when you're always breathing it in, Balara. This place better not mess up my lungs, Tosh. The lighthouse is well warded. In any event, your respiratory system shouldn't be affected merely by being in the Fade, Emmerich. Okay, thanks. That's all I cared about. Why were these notes next to Hassan's water dish? Davern. I didn't move them. Lara, nor I. Emmerich. Those damn wisps. Nev. Suspicious. I is saying nothing. Hello.
You were making coffee at 4 in the morning yesterday.
I like coffee.
At 4 in the morning?
That still counts as morning.
Yep.
I'm not complaining. It was nice to find it in the kitchen and not have to make my own.
I'm always happy to get you a refill.
Careful. I might take you up on that.
So, Ev, why are you getting coffee at 4 in the morning, huh? What's up with that? Neither of those two get any fucking sleep. Have 2 save 12s.
It's the risk of the path we've chosen. Sorrow and anger waiting in abundance. Familiarity rarely dulls their teeth.
Right. Spend enough time as a warden and you'll see plenty of death. Thought I'd gotten used to it. But Weishaupt...
You blame yourself. If you'd been faster or fought harder. If you hadn't missed your best shot at the architect of all that misery.
You did your best. Both of you.
We all did. Just means our best must be better.
It will be. Next time, we'll be ready.
Count on it.
Well, you're talking to each other and not shouting. That's a nice change. Seems like you two learned to play nice.
Lucanus is still an assassin. Kills people for money.
And Davrin's still self-righteous. Judgmental, too. Typical warden.
If we let that get in the way of stopping the gods...
We won't. We cannot.
We can't afford infighting. Not with the odds already stacked this high against us.
What happened at the Cauldron put a lot of things into perspective. Like Emmerich said, we need to deal with our personal problems. So we're ready when we need to be.
Facing the gods while distracted will end us all.
I'm pleased my words provided clarity on how we all felt. Now, if I may suggest...
Rook, I've been looking for you.
Hi.
Something wrong?
Evka sent word. They found something.
Right then. Rest of you, find Tash and Nev. Let's go see what the Wardens have to share.
What was Emmerich about to suggest? Come on.
Hey, Rook. Come to stare into the fire?
Sure.
I've heard that helps people think. Can't say I've had luck with it.
Yes?
Zahn, you out of here, boy?
Right here. You mean out here, boy? Right there, right in front of you.
Rook, good
Good to see you.
Oink. Harding's favorite foods. Well, Laura, I'm honored you want these. I don't really cook, and these aren't really recipes. I just throw things together. Anyway, here you go. Apple cheesy butter noodles. Noodles, cooked with butter and salt. Fresh diced apples, or baked slices, or applesauce, whatever's convenient. Grated cheese. Layer apples on top of noodles in a bowl. In a bowl. Then cheese. Bake in an oven until cheese melts. But you're a maid, so you can use fire. You'll get a nice bubbly crust that way. Wait a bit before eating so you don't burn your mouth. Ham and jam slam. Ham or bacon. Jam, anything works, but I like plum, cherry, or apple. Buttered toast. Slam ham and jam together between toast. Yam and jam slam. Emmerich approved. Replace ham with jam. Replace ham with yams, sprinkled with salt and roasted in oven until tender. It's very Spartan. Just cobbles together foods. Which is literally what she said in her note.
Hey, Rook.
Oh, there you go. Wait. Important. Damn. Another tie. Okay. Alright, you win this round. Another tie. Alright, now we're tied. Come on. There we go. It's 2 wins for me this session. Fighting chance. Gather team at the library table. Nothing new yet. Nothing new yet. And why are the nugs on the Grey Warden one?
The Wardens may rebuild, but the loss to the Order is incalculable.
Thanks again for talking with me. Being non-binary feels good. And so does being more Ravani. Feels good to just own it.
Yeah. Be who you want to be. Whee! Nook.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
The one that attacked me in Rathus?
No, the one from Treviso.
Damn it. Where is it?
Hofsburg, not far from Lavendel.
So this blighted dragon just happens to lick its wounds near a bunch of wardens? Seems convenient. I don't trust it. Everyone's coming on this one. No exceptions. We need to put this thing down. For good.
This time, we've got a dragon hunter on our side. Right, Tosh?
Right. We can do this.
The single dragon is still dangerous, and this one is blighted. Take care of each other and yourselves. Let's make it out alive.
Honors. Fire and Ice, a song of. No. Open. Alright. Sounds like we're gonna want Tosh and seven. God damn it. Hot unbothered. Ooh, woo. Alright. Okay. Oh, we can on us. Duh. Debilitate, abominate, adrenaline rush. Ransom. Someone from Treviso. So we should bring Lucanus. Osberg Wetlands. Warden Forward Camp. That's this area.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon. What's the situation out here?
Could be better. The Darkspawn attack, then immediately withdraw. But they never hit the same place twice. They're testing our defenses for weaknesses. Darkspawn aren't supposed to be that smart. But it's not really them thinking, is it? Weishaupt left people terrified. No one signed up to fight gods. The first warden called it the blight to end all blights. He might be right.
Maybe. Possibly. Like, my theory is that the rest of the Elven gods are fucking dead. Just systematically killed by the others, after their archdemon died. And hence, why only 2 Elven gods escaped. Because they were the 2 who didn't have their dragons. Their archdemon dead. Thus, we're still immortal.
By my count, Elganon and Gillenane are the last 2 gods, aside from Solus.
Hey.
If we put them down, maybe this is really it. The last blight.
That... It's hard to imagine what that looks like right now.
First things first. Let's deal with our blighted dragon.
Right. We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby. Probably licking its wounds after its fight with you. We've got ballistas ready with clear shots on the tower. But it won't come into the open. Already lost 11 wardens trying to pry it out.
Only another dragon can fight a dragon in a tight space. Anything else gets shredded. No room to dodge or keep your distance. We need to lure her out to have any chance.
How do we do that?
Get me inside the tower. I've got a call that'll grab her attention.
Works for me. I sent word to the crows. Thought they might want another shot at the dragon. Besides, figured they owed you one after you helped drive it off the last time.
And?
Haven't heard back yet. We reached out to the Veil Jumpers too, but they've got their own problems with the Venatori. Looks like it's just us.
Good thing we're improvisers. No giant face in the clouds this time, right?
Okay, here's where we stand. Wardens Janie and Rodri are keeping people out of the battlefield. I don't think anyone local will test their luck with a dragon, but we're taking no chances. They've already got orders to let you through.
Good. Rest of you can head to the walls. Give the Wardens all the support you can.
Got it, Rook.
Good luck. To all of us. Can't say there aren't doubts. After what happened,
This won't be another Weishaupt.
I believe you. Antoine does too. The rest need to see what we've seen. In war, victory. We've got this, Rook. Lead the way. We're with you, Rook. We're with you, Rook.
Third repeat. Can't go that way.
Of course, we're fighting in a swamp.
Of course.
Couldn't be the plains. Or a nice forest. My boots won't stop squelching.
Thought the last blight was shit enough. Now this one's even more shit. Take the Warden's oath. Better than the gallows, right? Fuck off, Willis.
Shield, good. Armor, good. Sword. Where's my sword?
Right in your hands,
Oh,
boy.
shit. I can't find my sword.
In your hands.
You're holding it?
Right. Thank you.
This guy doesn't get a line? This guy and his nice twirly mustache? Oh, there you are.
Antoine, you ready for this?
I will be. We must stop this here. Between us, you and your friends, I'm sure we can. Bonne chance, Rook. To all of us. Bonne chance, Rook. To all of us.
Flynn, the Wardens couldn't ask for better field care.
You've been a big help. Thanks.
Stay ready, Doctor.
Yes.
Stay ready, Doctor.
Yes.
Hammer.
It's odd. Weishaupt was far worse than this, yet I'm beset with nervousness. I suppose we had little time to contemplate the horrors we found waiting at the fortress.
True.
Dragon hunters are the pride of Navarra, yet I doubt any faced a beast such as this. If any of that boastful order were here, I'd welcome them to it. Come, it's time we struck another blow against the gods. I'm ready.
Wish we had a shot at the dragon that hit Minrathus. But I'll take this one. It's caused enough damage as well.
I'm sure we will.
I'm sure Lucanus would like the revenge.
What say you, Lucanus?
I'm not afraid of getting dirty, but fighting in this swamp... I'll be scraping mud out of my ears for weeks.
Of your
Guess
ears?
it could be worse.
Why are you getting mud in your ears?
Got my fingers crossed for us. I'm ready, Rook. Just say the word.
I keep thinking I should do something special to my arrows. Poison, magic, ooh, explosives.
Explosives is
Just
good.
never seem to find the time. I wonder if Ballara has one of those elven magic bows. If I ask nicely, I bet she'd let me try hers.
Probably.
Ready. Ready.
Worst part of frontline duty has to be the rations. Especially out here, nothing grows. All this bread, cheese, and salted meat, it can't be good for me.
Ah, you'll be fine.
It's this water in my canteen. Doesn't taste like it. Don't really know what it tastes like. It's not good. What I wouldn't give for a mug of ale. Or something stronger.
You'll probably filter that water through, like, a shirt or something and then boil it.
Rook, didn't happen to bring any food, did you? Nah, of course not. Well, we're ready whenever you are. Just say the word.
Okay, Blighted Dragon, we've got this. We can do this, not a problem. I just kind of want to throw up. Here we go, deep breaths, calming breaths. Single dragon's nothing, right? We took out an archdemon.
Exactly.
Which turned into a pile of blight and then a monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that didn't help.
Yeah, this will be
Here
nothing.
we go. We've got this, Rook.
Can't believe today's my 100th battle. Well, 100th with how I count them. Nothing smaller than 100 Darkspawn. No fewer than a dozen Wardens. Never fought anything like this before. I've fought dragons, but normal ones, you know. The Blight changes everything. This will be a tough one. Rook, it's ugly out there. Hope you've got something up your sleeve. Just like at Weishaupt, right?
Nope. Think I'm prepared?
I lost a lot of friends at Weishaupt. Gillenane's going to pay. Soon. For now, though, this'll have to do. Taking away the gods' pets has to help, right?
Yeah.
Putting us one step closer to taking them down.
And drawing them out.
Ready whenever you are.
This can't be Weishaupt again.
It won't be.
Ready whenever you are.
I die.
Ready whenever you are.
The geese.
Your dragon expert has us ready. Call it, and the fight begins.
I'm sure this will go well.
Rook, I heard you were coming.
Dragon's right this way. Careful though, nasty creature. It's already killed 11 wardens.
We already have first-hand experience with this dragon. We'll be careful.
Agreed. You'll find it straight ahead. Good luck, Rook. We're ready when you are.
She's still a dragon under all that blight. A wounded and angry dragon.
Meaning?
That lair is a death trap. She'll rip us apart. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack.
Sounds good.
Just make sure everyone is ready.
Are you ready?
I've got this. Just you and me now.
Everyone! Get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas! Wait for it. Wait for it!
Come on. Come on.
And it just like went to sleep. There's just like, nah.
Hit the wings! Force her to land!
Second detachment! Flank on the walls!
Let's go! We got it out of the tower! Real mad. Something hard. You ready? Let's go!
We haven't fallen yet!
Watch out for those claws!
I was planning.
It feels our anger! Good!
Still a lot of fight left to go. We need to bring this thing down.
I think I got it.
Give it everything you've got. It's not getting away this time.
God damn. I got through that fast. I think I might be over leveled, guys.
Second dragon!
Second dragon.
Press the attack! Bring that first one down!
Vaughn!
Stabby stab.
Gillenane.
Wardens! You defied me at Whitehout! Stole my archdemon! I will have blood for that!
Buddy.
Be healed, my pet! The blight grants you new life. Bring me their bodies once you are finished.
Are we gonna fight two dragons at once?
That's the dragon that attacked Minrathous, right?
Must be.
Let's take it down for Nev.
The city will be avenged!
I think Whitehout fearing death. In ignorance, you reject this world's salvation.
One dragon or two, doesn't matter. Can't lose here. We won't lose here.
The light can be tamed, turned to a greater purpose. But I must have material for the work.
You came here to kill a dragon. Now, we're gonna kill two. Clear out!
None of you will understand what the world could be, what it should.
Stabby stab?
Viago!
We thought you could use a hand! Fire!
You're late!
Yes, but we brought gifts. Poisoned ballista bolts. Guaranteed to solve your blighted dragon problem. Let's bring them down, Rook.
Did you save their city? The crows have come to lend a hand. Ah.
Never rise again. For that death alone, you will perish.
Weakening! Keep pressing! Watch left! First one's almost dead. Keep at it!
There is no creation without pain, destruction, or sacrifice. I shall teach this.
One target down.
Then focus on the second one.
We will tame this affliction you call the Blight, and remake this world as a pure, shining empire. All who oppose us will be repurposed.
Fuck you, I didn't vote for you. Got him. Throwing a cannon at it. Shoot it down.
For Weishaupt! Got it!
Confidence, eagerness, all for naught. You think the Blight is death? It is raw potential, a perfect tool of creation.
Phase 2?
No! She's reanimating the dragons! We have to stop her!
Andrew. Guess that counts as a stab.
Gillening's wounded! Press the attack!
Little grippy hand at the end of the tentacle. Oh. Here comes Elgarnon.
Oh, sister. Do not be blinded by righteous anger.
They stole Razakel from me, Algernon. My greatest creation!
A thrall is easily replaced. You are not. Without you, the Blight is a brute weapon. Only your hands mold it into life.
The mortals deserve worse. But we have crucial work in Arlathan.
After it is complete, one resists.
The Dread Wolf's influence. His presence lingers.
Ever defiant. For now.
It's noticeably more aggressive. Alright, but we proved that Gillenane can be wounded.
You know what lesson I learned again today?
What's that?
Never bet against Rook. You can find the twisting path through any problem.
God still got away. And now Elgernon's pissing everywhere to show everyone how big he is.
We came to kill a dragon, yes? And instead, we killed a bear.
That took 2 of the gods' pieces off the board.
And we have our revenge.
as does Minrathous.
We won the day. Can't take that from us. But the dragons are only weapons. The wielder is still out there.
How do we find them? The gods, I mean.
I mean, they literally said Arlathon, so like they literally said Arlathon. We do be having other allies.
Gillenane mentioned something about Arlathan.
When was that?
After Elganon cast his spell. I was close enough to hear them. Didn't you say the Veil Jumpers have trouble out there, Evka?
Yeah, with the Venatori. Feels like more than a coincidence.
You'll still need to hunt them down. The gods could be anywhere in Arlathan Forest.
The Veil Jumpers can help us narrow the search. We help with their Venatori problem, then odds are good we find the gods' trail.
Good luck. We'll keep watch here.
Yes, much to do. If you have time for Lavendel, there's something I could use help with.
We lost a lot of wardens today. After Weishaupt, we need to be stronger than this to face the gods.
But we'll do what we can. We always do.
The wardens have your back, Rook. All the way to the end.
Deep Loop Part 9. Bonds and Blackened Wing. Lighthouse.
So that's Elganon, huh? I didn't think it was possible, but we got lucky at Weishaupt.
We were fortunate Elganon and Gillenane disagreed on her attempt at vengeance. But why did Elganon let us live? We were at his mercy.
Solus worries him. Maybe even scares him a little.
Why? Solus is powerful, but nothing close to Elganon.
It's not just about power. Solus has messed up Elgernon's plans before. Nothing's bigger than dragons. But they're clever enough to take flight once they smell danger. Elgernon smelled danger.
Whatever the reason, we made it through. And this time, no dragon escaped.
Thanks to Tosh.
That's why we recruited them.
So what's our next move, Rook? Arlathan, right? Help the Veil Jumpers?
That'll put us on the gods' trail, but we need to be ready for the fight once we find them. Which means we need to help our allies be as prepared as possible. The 8 of us can't face gods without help.
Elganon's arrival certainly puts a dreadful emphasis on it.
So we help our allies.
And track down the gods.
And maybe deal with our own crap when we've got time.
Like my new abilities.
Look, the mission's still the same. Stop the gods.
Which means?
It means we offer to help the Veil Jumpers with the damn Venatori. Then we figure out what our other allies need and help them get it.
And us?
I need you focused and ready to face impossible odds. So tell me what that will take. We've got work to do.
So Elgernon finally showed his face, huh?
Now we've got to deal with both gods. And Elganon showed everyone he's more powerful than Gillenane.
You play the hand you're dealt, right? No matter the odds. True in both life and games of wicked grace.
People died, Varric. My team's still not at their best. They're trying, but their own problems are getting in the way.
So deal with those. You'll strengthen your own hand and weaken the gods at the same time.
Why would helping my team hurt the gods?
The type of people your team's having problems with, they want power. And the gods have plenty of it. Those types will crawl over to the gods and see what's on offer. And the rest? They'll just keep making your job harder.
Makes sense.
Help my team to save the world, then.
Right. And your other allies, too.
We've taken down an archdemon and 2 blighted dragons. That's impressive. We even made Gillenane bleed. Twice. We have to keep up the fight.
You've got this, Rook. Just fight one battle at a time.
Oh, he didn't end the dialogue being all like, but I need to go nap. Alright. Alright. The team survived the gods' ambush and slew not 1, but 2 blighted dragons. For the Grey Wardens, it is a much-needed bolstering of morale. For the gods, it is an insult they will not soon forget. Plus 30% weak point damage, plus 30% charged attack damage. Weak point hit ignores defense. Each weak point you hit increases weak point damage by 25%, up to 200%. That's when combat ends. Something wicked.
There were a lot of punching sounds coming from Tasha's direction. You might want to see if there's casualties.
Level up. Bunch of people gotta level up. Alright, Hassan, strike. Underground. For each enemy taunted by Davran, he gains 10% bonus to damage for the duration of the effect. 50. Go down minus 20. Nice. Honest. Enhanced damage. When activated, you gain 50 momentum. This bonus applies only during combat. Or, when activated, you gain 20% ultimate. This bonus applies only during combat. Be honest. Don't really know what momentum is. The Alright, on a critical hit, applies frozen to the target. On a critical hit, reduces the cooldown by an additional 25. Status effects. Vulnerable. Effect ends, you gain immovable. Immune to physical reactions and interruption. Effect ends, you gain deflect. Nor is the next impact received, resulting in no damage. Running plus 25. Additional 200 damage, fire damage to enemies within 5 meters. Whereas offhand attack deals 50% additional physical damage on top of the damage dealt by the initial strike. 100% stagger. Applies bleeding to the target hit with the effects initial. Or the shockwave on impact has a reduced radius, but adds 2 stacks of burnings to enemies hit. And detonations caused by this ability apply burning. Message from the front, the tide turns. We got a lot of things. Okay, Rook. Word has reached me of your battle in Hosburg. Taking down an archdemon at Weishaupt was no small feat, and now coupled with your victory over both of Gilneain's blighted dragons, fewer than 24 people in all of Thedas could boast of such an accomplishment. News of your victory, of the Warden's victory, has had no small impact on morale. Darkspawn swarm in numbers never seen in living memory, but there is a sense of hope, of optimism, among those who have added their banners to our cause. Not all have chosen to ally so openly and directly with us. The Venatori and the Orlesian royal armies clash daily in Orlais. Valroyo is now under control of the rebels, and from there, the Venatori launch attacks as far east as Kirkwall. Yet Orlais still refuses to join us. We've sent several companies to assist, but while the Orlesian troops don't attack them, they refuse to coordinate tactics. Paranoia, perhaps, from the past wars between Ferelden and Orlais. Still, the situation is dire, and I only hope they recognize it before it's too late. Whatever ill luck may come our way from Orlais, fortune smiles on us to the east. Whatever you're doing up north, it's drawn some of the Antom off from their assault on our trade routes. Reports have also begun to emerge of attacks on the Antom, the work of the Bellissima Armada, apparently. I owe Isabella my gratitude. The relief from the Antom's piracy is welcome. Nevertheless, I can't help feeling like this is the calm before the storm on all fronts, and the worst is yet to come. Yours, Visitor. Gods and their servants. Look. You may have heard that the Venatori made it to the Archon's palace during the attack. Unfortunately, we are not privy to what transpired in those halls. Palace representatives have been conspicuously quiet, or silent, and we've heard nothing from Archon Rhodonis. He may have been killed or forced to ally with the cult, it is unclear. The gods sent the dragon to give the Venatori an opportunity to seize power in Minrathous. It appears they were successful. Viper. Finding answers. Look, I need more answers on everything that's happened. Emmerich has offered to use his methods. Should something go wrong, I will end it. You have my word. If you wish to bear witness, we will be in Emmerich's quarters. Lucanus. Quest. Everybody's got a quest. Cool. Cool. I love quests. Alright, Bellara.
Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really?
The guy stiffed me on the job. Those were good potions I used. Expensive, too.
Right, that makes sense.
Hey, Bellara. Seems like you're doing well with, Sorry, I'm intruding.
No, you're not intruding.
You can take my seat, Rook. I was just leaving. Belle, swing by when you get a chance. I found another set of papers for you.
Thanks, Nev. That's nice. Sorry, Rook. Not great company right now.
How is that the romantic option? I know, I'm worried. It's just expressing concern is romantic now. Yo, we can sit quietly.
You just want to sit here quietly? That's fine. I can do quiet.
I don't think you can do quiet, Rook.
You're not very good at silence.
I'm great at most silences, just bad at awkward ones.
Fair enough.
Now for the part I'm not great at. Here I go. What's wrong, Bellara?
Nothing, Rook. Don't worry about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's Syrian. You saw who he is, what he's become.
Yeah.
He's a monster, Rook.
But despite that, he's still your brother.
I would have done anything to get him back. Even join someone like that, like Anaris.
But you didn't. You turned them down.
I did, but Rook, it was hard. I wanted my brother back. I mean, before all of this, Syrian and I were the same. Inquisitive, driven, pushing ourselves. The search for the Natus Thalin, the archive, that was both of us, working together. I want to say I'll keep saying no, keep turning him down, but he's my brother. What keeps me from doing what he did?
You're part of the team. We watch each other's backs. And we have a strict no-turning evil policy.
How do you enforce that?
I ask you not to turn evil? In a firm voice. I'll work on it. Kind of making this up as I go.
Our team motto, pretty much.
Let's paint that on the side of the lighthouse.
I'm sure Solus would love that.
100%.
You good?
I'm good. Thanks, Rook. I'll see you later.
Alright. Good to know you're not evil. I'd have to give you a stern talking to. This would be awkward for all parties.
Both dragons gone. The gods have landed strike after strike. For once, we've struck back. Treviso has its vengeance. But I fear Nev won't have hers while the Venatori hold Minrathos.
Makes sense.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Dharma said to invite you. Someone's on his good side.
Okay. Facing leads. Go across the street.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Okay, okay. Prize from the past. I was on. I just kind of slid through you.
Hi there, boy.
I heard from Kal Sharok about the missing dwarves. Stalguard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Eat roads.
Let's not wait too long.
Best roads. Isana Negat.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens?
Yes.
The time has come. I was hoping you'd accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit. Whenever you've time.
Of course, of course. arrangement. These all seem like they're going to be little character focused. Like, not like a mission. Like, the non-combat combat. You know?
Hey, remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords?
Which one? There were a few in that conversation.
The fire breather that was killing people. Veiljumpers sent word. She's in Arlathan Forest. Destroyed a village and turned it into her new lair.
Oh.
I've got the location from the Veiljumpers. We can go whenever you want.
Just when I said that, all of these things sounded conversational in nature. Kosh comes in being all like, hey, you want to go kill a dragon? Like, sure. Of course. Weeds, something wicked. Alright, unwanted guests. Return to Orlathon via the crossroads or fast travel. Okay. Return to Hotsburg Wetlands via the crossroads. Track down someone. There. Something wicked. Almost be like end threshold of that recommended level. Stick. Also. Ooh. They all work airport.
Why don't you go down to the village later? See what you can find.
Okay. Hey, Emmerich. How's Manfred?
Oh, quite well. I'll tell him you send your regards.
Got something in mind? You know where to find us.
Meet Davern at the location. When Davern meets with someone who has information on the Gloomhowler, what he learns about the monster's past shocks him to the core. Spoilers. Gosh.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davern and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we help?
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the Griffin eggs, before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the Wardens who were caring for the Griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the Griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the First Warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
First Wardens are ass. Why? Yeah, why?
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the Blight was going badly. The Wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The Griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The Griffins became rabid. They turned against the Wardens.
So then the First Warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
Has every First Warden been an asshole?
Isaiah said she resisted at first, but orders were orders. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
He's a flirt.
Right along with his stomach.
Right out of the nest, he ate everything in sight. I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davern's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other Wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Mila, did you ask Rodri if he wanted that shield looked at?
He said yes. I put it on the list. Watch for ghouls.
I haven't really seen any ghouls. It's like... Oh. Alright, you're gonna learn more about the Blight. Probably not. Start that. From Davern's journal, The Gloom Howler, Part 4. Finally, I know who the Gloom Howler really is. What started as a simple monster hunt has opened a terrible wound in Grey Warden history that none of us even knew was there. With Weishaupt in rubble, there's little chance of finding any records that might shed light on this. Seems the Gloom Howler, Isaiah, is a specter dragging all the sins of the past back to haunt us. Our own order demanded she blight all the griffins, or face disaster and lose the fourth blight. She's a cruel monster, and I can't help but feel some sympathy for her. Would anyone else have done differently? The fate of every soul in Thedas rested on her shoulders. Trying to imagine that decision, it's nearly impossible. No person should have to face that dilemma. Yet, Valia said it was Isaiah who hid the remaining griffin eggs to preserve them. Hassan and his family live because of her, even though all their ancestors died because of her. No wonder she's so twisted and evil now, living with the guilt of what she's done. Maybe that's what all her shrieking and howling is about, a cry against the injustice of fate, the injustice of somehow surviving 400 years with this tragedy looming over her. But that's in the past. Whatever she may have been, now, today, she's willing to destroy Hassan's family. I won't allow that to happen, no matter what still haunts. We're gonna stop there for